Hey everyone, welcome back and happy, Wednesday. All right, guys. Well, we're back to talk about last night's episode of The Valley because it looks like we have a lot to discuss, lots to talk about. Now, I've said this multiple times today. We are leaving, actually. So we're going to be going out of town tomorrow at 4 a.m. We're going to be headed to New York City until Monday. That's when we'll be flying back. But in the meantime, of course, I'll be posting videos and I'll be keeping you guys on your toes. But otherwise, I'm just like, this is going to be an interesting go at things. Like, I don't even know what that, this will just be interesting. Let's just say that. But before we jump in, if you guys have not already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell and let's jump right in. All right, guys. So I don't know if you watched last night's episode, but Jax obviously has returned from rehab, and Brittany claims that he slipped back into his old habits, that he's been drinking and partying just 5 days post-treatment. And a lot of people are wondering, is that true? She said his behavior is pretty gross. She accused him of gaslighting. He acts as though she's keeping their son Cruz from him and tries to justify his relapse after rehab. But Brittany told Jax that their co-parenting is already broken, and he asked for joint custody and threatens alimony, but despite his unwillingness to contribute to Cruz's medical bills. Now, I don't know if you guys watched the clip last night or watched the show. I've seen both. I've seen the show and I've seen the clips. He definitely has this innate ability to be like, if I don't have joint custody, why am I going to be paying for part of Cruz's medical bills? And Brittany is like, what the fuck are you talking about? Why would you not be paying for part of his medical bills? And he's like, well, I'm saying you make more money. You make more money. Why would I be paying for the medical bills? And she's like, because you would have to be paying child support. I'm not asking for that. I'm telling you to split his medical bills with me. What is the difference? And he was like, well, not only do I not want to pay the medical bills, but on top of that, I'm not paying alimony. And I was like, this shit is about to hit the fan, clearly. Because him saying, well, you make more money and I want you to pay alimony. What? Like, in what world? What happened? Like, are you mad at her because she's making more money? Are you mad at her for supporting your child who has been diagnosed with being on the spectrum? You know, like my sister has a child who's on the spectrum. And I just like, by the way, all of the love to my sister. She is the best mom. But like, she would never, ever put up with this shit. And she would prioritize making sure that all of the medical bills were paid, which I'm sure that Brittany will do. But I think that my sister would be smart enough to make a list and be like, not only am I going to make sure that all of these medical bills are paid, but I'm going to make sure that when the judge talks to us, that your ass is responsible for the half to pay me back half of what I have paid this entire time. Like it to me, it just doesn't make sense. Now, Michelle also revealed that Jesse may owe hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, partly because he never filed proper divorce paperwork, which could force them to redo the process. But as far as Janet and Jason's tattooed wedding rings, to combat online trolls, they got tattooed wedding rings, a symbolic permanent display of their commitment. But Janet became emotional, sharing that she has a lot of hurt over her harsh online hate. And she was wondering why Jason still loves her. And the tattoos are their way of saying, listen, we're against the world together. But when it comes to Kristen and Nia's family plans, Kristen struggles with conceiving, and she says that they're willing to do whatever it takes to have a baby. But Nia shared body image insecurities postpartum, feeling emotional as her family considers baby number 4. But her partner, Danny, worries that they might need a bigger home before expanding. Now, as far as Jasmine ended up pitching Danny and Nia on a $1 million home in Sherman Oaks, but they push back. It's smaller than their current space, and it's not ideal for the growing family, which I'm surprised that they're even using Janet or Jasmine, I'm sorry, as a realtor after all of the shit that has come out of the storyline that has been from Danny and Janet or Jasmine. Now, Kristen and Zach also cautioned Brittany about Janet's overheated actions in Hawaii, but Brittany tries to stay neutral and interpersonal when it comes to the drama. But Brittany has also limited contact with Jax now, and she only sees him to discuss co-parenting, and also warns him that she won't let Cruz go to his house anytime soon. So I think that there is a lot of things that are being discussed, a lot of things that are being talked about. I think that there is a lot of drama, and truly, I don't really know where the cast goes from here. I more so just wonder, is there a way out of all of this, or is this just going to be shit hitting the fan time and time again? I actually truly do not know. But speaking of which, since we're talking about the Valley, here's another clip. Thank you to the Bravo investigator.
Go anywhere aside from like the gym. You know, like, I don't really go anywhere aside from like the gym. You know, like, I don't really.
Okay. So when Brock is sitting there and he's like, yeah, you don't go anywhere aside from the gym, Brock's probably like, yeah, bro, that's exactly where I cheated on Sheena, was at the gym. I met a woman who went to F45 in San Diego, and, you know, we ended up having a relationship, and that's where everything happened. It was at the gym, which is actually really funny because all of the people who I know who have cheated, and I can name 4, like right out of the jump. Oh, you can see like the calluses, but where they're tan from tanning. But you can, like, listening to them from the jump, they were always like, oh, well, you know, like, we would go to the gym and we would meet up at the gym at 6 a.m. in the morning and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, okay. So this was totally mastermind. And they were like, yeah, it was. Okay, not cool at all. But I want to hear what you guys think. Guys, pop off in the comment section, please. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. If you guys are not subscribed, get subscribed. And definitely do not forget to hit that notification bell or the like button. All of the things. My head is like in New York. I'm like, Pippa ate my Chelsea boots. I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm going to wear. But it's okay. It's going to be great. I'm ready. A bitch stays ready. You don't got to get ready when you stay ready, honey. That ain't me, but we'll find out. Love you guys. See you later. Bye.